All right, hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 53. So, as you can see, my items have changed because I recorded the whole video, went back to view it, and there was no sound. So, my microphone shows that I am actually getting sound through my microphone. So, hopefully, it works this time. So, let's go back and let's cut our DSP down to those three 1 3/4 by 4 strips. So let's go. Here's the 4, and then let's do the 1 3/4. Let's figure out. I want to get this side, so let's start from that side. Goodness. Now I'm going to try to record more videos today because I'm going to be out of town this weekend. So I'm going to try to do a live, and possibly the live is for the Color Me Crazy series and the introducing. So hopefully I get them all done. All right, so now we have our 3 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 4. We have our base, then we have our scrap for a sentiment, which I'll have to grab another scrap because I've used them all up. I have one there. I'm sure I have more over here somewhere. Yeah, I have a bunch. All right. So let's go ahead and start this. So on this piece, if you want to just layer these as is, they will fit perfectly with a little bit of a grout line. So you can go just like that. Oops, and I got those 2 mixed around. Sorry. If you want a continuous picture. All right, a little bit of a grout line, a little bit of a grout line. So you can have your card just like that, and it looks great. I'm going to show you some variations. So now if you're going to cut these down, you need to compensate because you will have no grout line if you put them down. So what I do is I start at 1/8 of an inch. If I'm going to make 1 cut or 2 cuts, I usually start at 1/8 of an, I'm sorry, 1/4 of an inch. Just because that gives me 1/8 of a border all around. So let's go ahead and just go at that 1/4 and we'll see how that looks. All right. And then what I'm going to do is, so now let me show you. I get ahead of myself. Now these aren't going to be in order. But see how you have now, you don't have any, you have the same grout line here, but you have more there. So now I'm going to cut down to how I want my structure to be. So I sometimes will go another 1/8 of an inch, but I always play it by ear until the very end, just so you don't have too much of a line. So I want to get these back in the right position, because now when I start cutting from the top and the bottom, it's going to be a jigsaw puzzle to put them back together. So I'm going to have 1 on top. All right, so let's get these all lined up. You've got to make sure they're lined up. So I'm now going to do 1/2 inch from the top. And then 1/2 inch from the bottom. But again, you want to make sure these are lined up. And 1/2 inch from the bottom. And now let's keep these in order. Let me bring it over here slowly. So here's my 1/2 inch from the top. So this is the first, the second, and the third. And I may have to flip those around. So here we have the first, here we have the second, yep, still like that. And then we have the third. So see, they're still lining up. This one I think goes this way. Yep. Oh, I just bent that one. I flipped those around upside down. Sorry. There we go. And now we have the first, the second, and the last. All right. Put this away for now. Bring out my base. I like to use, for these type, the multi-purpose, just so you can shimmy it and shift it a little. So we're going to first figure out how we want our grout lines for I think that looks pretty good like that. Also go ahead and go across just to make sure we're still lined up across too. See, it's a little tight there. So let's go ahead, and this is where I'm going to use my tool because my fingers tend to be a little sticky. So I find that this helps a little bit more with the placement. All right, so there we have a very thin grout on all sides. All right, and then we have this with a little bit of a thicker going here. All right, and I think we'll leave it like that. I'll show you in my other card what I ended up doing. Yeah, that was good, Roxy. We'll show you what I ended up doing on the other one. All right, so let's go ahead. Get out that thin glue. That was good. Dropped it right on there. All right. Again, this is the piece here. So I want very little grout line there. And I'm going to make sure it's even across the top. And very thin grout line and across the top. And our last one. You hear me? I'm scraping. Excuse me. I'm scraping it across the top there because I don't want it to gush out. All right, so I feel like I have a little bit more of a grout line there, but we'll make do. All right, so now I want to place this way and make sure I'm okay with how these look. So let's go ahead. We'll bring it down a little bit there. I'm trying to remember what I have for yeah. I don't think I have any good. I was trying to leave a channel there to go have a ribbon go through, but I don't think that's going to work, and I'll show you on my examples what I mean by that. So I'm going to try to make this as even as possible. So I'm going to have this grout line down here to match the top, and I'm going to have this one just to be a little bit bigger in between the two layers. I'm looking over and I still see my microphone registering with the little green lights, so hopefully I'm not going to get to the end of this 14 to 20 minute video and find out again I have no sound, because that really upsets me. All right, so there we have that. Now let's go with our last little pieces down here. Oh, now see, this is where I'm afraid, because my laptop just went down. So this is where I'm afraid the sound might go out. And it might just be my laptop, you know, like the timeout thing or the screensaver thing, but I don't know. I've also had to do an update on my phone, so I don't know how that's affecting since I use my phone to record. So we'll figure it out. All right, and the last piece. Ooh. All right. So there you have that. We don't even have the cord anymore. Let's see. I don't know if I like this. Yeah, I don't like that so much. I don't know if I like the green even, because there's no green in there. All right, I'm going to figure out what I can put up there to actually cover up that spot. But let's go ahead. Oops, I didn't do my little greeting. Let's go ahead, grab that greeting. Let's see. Let's do the I'm thankful for all you do. All right. So let's go ahead, grab out the block. Let me grab my Page and Craze. All right. Pick up the I'm thankful. And then let's pick up the for all you do. I'm just going to put that down here so I know it's flat, straight. A little crooked. You know what? I'm just going to take the snips on this one. Try to go straight. And then, hopefully not ruin this, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of a line around that. Just enough that it gives a little definition between the vanilla and the card base. All right. So I want to, and there you are. Let me put this over to the side here. Have to clean those all off later. So there you are. All right, so let me show you what I did a little bit ago that had no sound. So there's where what we cut out on Wednesday. And as you can see, I added that little ribbon. This is the Sweet Sorbet metallic ribbon. But doesn't that look very, it looks more mauve than sorbet. Here, do I have sorbet? Here's the sorbet. See? All right. But that is the Sweet Sorbet metallic ribbon. So that's the one I did that had no audio on it. Now all the rest I used the Waves of Inspiration stamp set, but this is the Retired Waves of Inspiration DSP. It was available only for a few months, so I was trying to use that up. So here I did the strips, but I went down an inch and up an inch and cut them all and did that. Here I actually did an inch, half inch, inch, and created those. Here I did the bigger block on top. Here again I did that, half inch, an inch and a half, and just made them all cascade down. Here I took from here, this was the remaining ones. Yeah, this one's a full, and these two are full. So these are the back side of that. So that one I did as a landscape with just the one stamped right on the DSP. Here's another one where I did just the one cut with that metallic ribbon. And on this one, I actually cut them in half and then did kind of half the lengthwise. So see, it's 3/4 of an inch. And then also cut them different lengths here to make little strips. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. You don't know this, but this is my second video of the day. So I am going to hopefully get in and record another one live later today, since I have the day off, for the Color Me Crazy. And I hope to get the introducing and examples with pre-recorded. Otherwise, they may not be available because I am out of town this weekend. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.